What's up, boys? It is your boy, Beluga Boy here, back again with another video. Now, if I do sound a little bit tired, it is because I am. I was going to take a nap before recording this, but I gotta stay on the grind. So after this, I'm definitely gonna take a nap. But if I do sound different than how I sound in any of my other videos, you know why. Okay, so today's story, as you can see by the title, is going to be about how I have gotten into a fight with a female before. Now, this story is pretty basic. I just got into a fight, but it's like pretty funny because the lead up to the fight is absolutely hilarious. So, if you do like the video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and turn on post notifications so you always know when I post another video. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in, and let's get into the story time. Alright, so this story time takes place in 6th grade. Now, in 6th grade, a lot of things happened. It was my first year in a school that's not elementary school, so it's pretty weird transitioning from that elementary school mindset to the middle school mindset, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. Yeah, a lot of firsts happened that year. I got my first fucking girlfriend. Yes, I know, didn't have a girlfriend until elementary school, but I had the mindset of like someone that was born in like the 2001, where like relationships weren't that big of a deal. You don't really need one. So, yeah, it was a lot of firsts happened here, but then there was one first that really, separated old me from new me, and that was my first one-on-one basic fight. Now, disclaimer before I get into this video, don't do any of the things that I did in this video. I was a very big dumbass when I was in 6th grade. So please, do not do anything that I say or anyone does in this video. Alright, so this story time starts off like any other day. I wake up, I get ready for school, I get dropped off at school, and everything's going, I guess normal. Oh, and sorry to cut in the middle of the story like this, but if you heard or hear a baby crying in the next room, it's because my sister's babysitting my little cousin, and he's annoying as shit. So, sorry in advance. Alright, so I sit down in class, I mind my own business, and then out of nowhere, I feel something hit me in the back of the head. I'm like, what was that just hit me in the back of the head? So I turned around, I see it was a pencil. You're expecting to get hit with a pencil when you're in a classroom with like 30 other kids that are acting like wild chimpanzees. So I get hit by it, and I say, who hit me with the pencil? And then, the girl, who we're going to call Elise, just, with the utmost confidence, just says, it was me. And she said it like she was about to say, what are you gonna do about it? So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna instigate a fight with this girl, nor am I gonna instigate an argument. She hit me with a pencil. She probably did it on purpose, but it didn't fucking hurt. So too bad for her. You were the one that took the L in that situation. So yeah, she says that. I just say, okay, well, you're a dumbass for throwing a pencil at me. And she didn't like that very much, because then, all of a sudden, she says, oh, what you just call me? We're about to fight. And I'm like, oh, holy shit. And this was like at the crack of dawn. Well, not at the crack of dawn, but like, it was really early in the morning. So I'm like, wow, now I have to get into a fight because some idiot wants to fight me over something I said. So I'm like, okay, I can't stop this, but I'm gonna try my best. So I say, okay, I don't want to fight you. I really don't. I was just speaking my mind, and if we're being for real with each other, you are a pretty big dumbass for throwing a pencil at me in the middle of class for no reason. So, she's like, oh, say it again or I'm gonna come over there and beat you up. And I said, you're a dumbass for throwing a pencil at me. And I don't know why I said it again. I just love seeing, people mad at me for things that, like, really I don't care about. So, she gets up, she tries running at me, and my teacher stops it because I guess he was like in his mid-30s, and he coached the soccer team, so he, I guess, was a little athletic. So he runs in, clutches it up, and stops her from getting close to me. Felt like I had a bodyguard at that point. So yeah, she had ran at me. Didn't work, and yeah, that was the end of first period. Now I go into second period, which is art, by the way. Very important later on in the story. So this is art, and I you know regular things going on. So in the middle of class, she starts instigating, calling me names, which expected because people are petty like that. And yeah, she didn't throw anything at me that class, but she did do something way worse after that class. I walk out of class. It's in class. How many times did I say fucking class? Damn. So I walk out, and I'm walking to my third period class, and then out of nowhere, I get pushed from the back, and I got startled, and it's the middle of the morning, so I fall down. And she's like, ha 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 ha, you fell down, now let's fight. And I'm like, is this like a video game NPC? Your insults are terrible. But I didn't say that because I knew that would just make her want to absolutely cut my neck off. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna fight you because you're female, which if I was in my old 6th grade body, I'd just get up and clock the shit out of her, but I guess not. So I keep walking like nothing happened, and then my friend who was sitting beside me, loved that guy, he's looking back at her, and then he's like, bro, run, she's running after you. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck. So I'm not gonna run because middle of the morning, and I don't really care. She probably is not gonna hurt me that much. I can take a couple of punches. So she runs up and she clocks me in the face. Ooh, that hurt. I guess it hurt a little bit. So that being said, I turn around and I'm like, dude, why'd you just hit me? And before I could get that out, she punches me again. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is a full-fledged fight. So I'm trying not to hit her. I'm just trying to hold her back from me. And then I just say, yeah, fuck it. She wants to fight me, I'm gonna fight back. So I start hitting her, and I took boxing classes, so I did that. And I'm beating her up pretty bad. Not good. You shouldn't beat up people very, very bad to the point where you want them to bleed and stuff. But I had anger issues, so fuck it. So yeah, I'm beating her up pretty bad and punching her in the nose and in the stomach and shit. And then I have the great idea in my 6th grade brain, and I'm like, I know if she gets punched in the nose, she's gonna get staggered back. I can then run to the principal's office where she can do nothing to me. So I clock her in her nose, and I'm running off, and before I can get out the door, I just hear the straight up burst out crying. Like, this bitch turned into a toddler at that point. So she was like, ah, ah, and she's doing that weird child laugh where she's like, can't even, like, she got, it's like when your mom gives you a beating and then you're crying while she leaves the room, and then you're crying but you're trying to inhale and it's really hard to inhale. You know what I'm talking about, right? So she's doing that, and then I'm like, oh, well, running is not really going to do anything at this point because now she's sitting on the floor crying, so I don't really have to run at this point. Yay! So I tried just playing it off and walking away, which I knew wasn't going to work. So I get to third period, I sit down, and then my name's get called up to the office. He's like, Stanford Jones, come up to the front office to speak with the principal. Holy shit, I'm fucked. So I get to the principal's office, I wait about 5 minutes, and then he calls me into his office. He's like, Stanford, I just need to know, I just got the whole story from, so-and-so, and I just need to know if this is true. He asked me the first question, he's like, okay, who, instigated the fight? And, well, not the fight, who instigated, the initial argument. So I'm like, she threw a pencil at me for no reason. So he's like, okay, well, what did you do back? I said, and me not trying to get in trouble for cussing, I say, I call her an idiot, which, no, I didn't. So I said, I called her an idiot for, hitting me with a pencil in the middle of class. And she didn't like that very much. And then she threw other shit at me, and then very bad. I lied a lot in that explanation. So he's like, okay, thank you, but tell me exactly who, instigated the fight, the brawl. So I'm like, it was her. She pushed me first. I tried walking away, and then she punched me a couple of times. And he's like, okay, well, is it true that you made her start crying? And I was like, yeah. So, and he was like, oh, well, why would you hit a girl? And I was like, she hit me first. That's called self-defense. And he's like, oh, well, it's a girl. You still shouldn't have done that. I'm going to take extreme punishment and really look into this situation. So I'm like, I know he's not. I know you're not, because you don't care about this, alright? I know you don't. So I'm like, okay, well, do whatever you have to do. I defended myself, and I don't really care about anything else. And he's like, okay, well, you can go to class now. I'm going to call her in here, and I'm going to talk to her about how she, I guess, lied to me. So he calls me out, and then she comes in, she explains to him, and then I get called back up to the office, which I don't know why he didn't just let me sit up there with the front desk lady, but then finds out that everything I said was true. So, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in to the story time. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and turn on post notifications so you always know when I post another video. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Go follow my other socials. They're in the description for you to look at. They're the usernames, though. Love you guys. And, yeah, peace.